Okay, welcome to class, you guys. Um, we are happy to have you here. We've got some messages here, it looks like. If you guys want to go ahead and come to the classroom, we are in the classroom. Hi, beautiful. How are you doing, Forte? Always lovely to have you here. I was going to say, I thought I was feeling kind of militant today. Hello, darling. Let's see. Um, let's do something cool. Yeah, let's do something cool. All right, cool. There we go. Why is my other guy? I wonder if. Yeah, it looks like that's interesting. Well, hi you guys. How you guys doing today? Um, I've got some real cool stuff to share with you guys. I just want to make sure that everything's running smoothly. I'm on my alt account. Test Tyrone over here. Oh, that's not doing the switch. Let me paste this again and see what happens. Try that. There we go. Okie dokie. Alright, cool. Now I know you guys can hear me. How's that? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so what we're gonna do real quick is we are going to put a nice little voxel model right here, and we're going to upload this right here, and we are going to do that, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. Might be a little big. Might be a little big. I don't know. Maybe just a little bit. All right. So, well, it's facing the wrong way. So let's do that. Then it's not so bad. So, that's what we want you to do. We want you to click the screen at the front. Hopefully everybody's clicking the screen at the front. Okay? Oops. Alright, cool. Why are you not sitting, Mr. Tyrone? Siéntate. Okay. So, we want to make sure everybody's facing the wrong way, because that means you're facing the right way for some reason. You guys can sit down if you want by hitting the G key on your keyboard, and that's what will happen. It'll bring up your emote menu, and then you can click right here on this sitting button, and that's how you can sit down. Now, for some reason, it looks like everybody's backwards when they sit down, but we're not gonna let that stop us. In fact, I'm going to sit down the wrong way How you like me now? And you still look like you're facing the wrong way. So, sorry. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch over to Club Deck. So give me 1 second, you guys. I'll be right back. I don't know. I thought that was fun. All right. Here we go. Let me turn this down. And cool. If you guys want to ping any newbies, oh, that might be kind of cool. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out next time. Yeah, I'll do that next time. Okay, let's do. Okay. So this class is for everybody that is new. I'm not seeing it update, so that's a problem. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Yeah, okay. Interessante. Wait. Oh. Wow. So this keeps changing back for some reason. Are you guys seeing this? Wow. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. Maybe it worked this time because... Wow. Yeah, that's a pain. That is a right pain. Yep. I suppose it's different here too. Nope. Okay, it works here, but now the image doesn't work. Oh, heps, duh. That's because this is supposed to be here. Yeah. All right. Well, this is just gonna be a little ghetto today. That's fine. Yeah, it switched again. What's going on? Okay, we're having some issues here, you guys. It seems to be updating on its own. Because I keep trying to change the, yeah, I keep trying to change it. It's weird. It's very weird. Let's see what happens. And see, I even click on it with Tyrone over here to make sure that I'm watching what I'm streaming. And it switches right back every time I try to. Can you guys see my screen? It has my BRB. Right. The title is Q&A. That's from last class. For, I know. That's wild. I've switched that like 4 times now. I've switched it like right now. It's actually sitting on the right URL for what I'm doing live. Hold on. Let me. 8x4. All right. I'm gonna have to delete it. Oh no! Hey, what's this? Cube. No. Okay. Okay. Y ahora sí. That's because this isn't. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, when you guys click on that, do you see my screen? I'm glad I got Tyrone here. Yay, that works. That looks like it works. So you guys are seeing, yep, okay, I should be live. Fantastic. Okay. What's this? All right, so cool. I wanted to share with you guys a couple cool stuff that has happened recently. As everybody knows, My party got postponed, so for right now, we don't know when it's going to happen. But I'd rather it happen the right way than half-assery. So to that end, I have decided to share with everyone my secret on how I emote and move at the same time. As an apology to everybody that was disappointed, I put this I put this on the top of the parcel, but I don't think I saved it. So, yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, hold on. I'm gonna do this. This is actually the benefits of the metaverse. There's really no such thing as scarcity. So, oh no. All right. So we have this one, which is, we're gonna bring it down a little bit, and then we're gonna shift tab, and we're going to bring it over. And this one is going to be, hold on one second, you guys. Okay, I'm back. All right. So this one is going to be my platter. Oh, did it do it? Did I get a glitch? Oh, no, it's just backwards. Oops. Okay, I did mess it up. Hold on. Okay, bebecitos. All right. So if you want the secret to how I move, it's right here. In fact, I'll just click on it, and I don't know. Can you guys hear it? Can y'all hear that? I hear it. Can y'all hear that? If you guys can hear that, let me see some emotes. No sect is so awesome. But all my friends are dope. Can you guys see that? Can you guys hear that? You can see it, but you can't hear it? Oh, okay. Maybe you might want to click on it then. If you click on it, I think it'll work for you guys. And I tell you what, only the people that are here are gonna be able to watch it. At least watch it right here. So how about that? I am actually going to, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna put this on. Be right back, and I will be right back, you guys. You guys can watch that real quick. All right, cool. Um, welcome back, everybody. Sorry for that brief interlude. Okay, right now we're going to take you guys on a sort of introduction to the Voxels.com metaverse from a new person's perspective. Once you, well, okay, so the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to sign in. You can see right now that I'm signed in by looking at my, hold on, that's weird. You can see that I'm signed in. Oh, that's silly. Sorry. You can see that I'm signed in because my .eth name is right here. And what'll happen is you sign in with your with your Ethereum wallet. So you can use most types of Ethereum wallets I think are covered, but MetaMask is the one that I use. But use whichever one that la gana makes you happy. This right here is my Ethereum wallet address. I can copy right here. As you can see, it shows everything that's in there. It's kind of broke. I can go to my profile. I can go to my mailbox, my crypto closet, where I say change avatar costume. I can change my name. I don't want to do that. Or I can sign out from my wallet. Now, my wallet is basically how I sign in. All of my wearables that I create are sent to my wallet when they're minted. This is an example of wearables. So you can see this is my character. And hold on, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and go to the crypto closet real quick. Yeah, let's go to the crypto closet real quick. This is the crypto closet. That's what, at least that's what I call it. And it's loading all of my wearables. Hold on one second. Yeah, we're almost. No, we're not even close to the end. All right, hold on. So you can see how many outfits I've got. Quite a lot. I can go through a couple of them for you guys if you'd like. Hold on. Whew. All right, so the controls are a little interesting, but you basically pivot around a certain point in space by dragging, right? And so you can drag that point in space with the right click, okay? So if I drag it up or down, if I want to drag it left or right, I can drag it left or right, right, up or down. But then I can turn it if I want to drag it, of course, left or right. So if I wanted to look at the back, I can drag it, the point behind, and then just move the point, okay? It's a little weird, but you get used to it, okay? You get used to it. So these are some of my first creations. This was my first look right here, the Plug World look, and I've made little alterations to them since the first looks, but yeah. And so some of this stuff, like this is I'm Not Art Chicago. They sent me this wearable. It's my Gucci bag. Love my little Gucci duffel bag. Maybe not duffel. What do they call it? Fanny pack. I don't care. This is my traditional look. Most people know me by this look right here. And this is my hero. I have a whole story. I'm gonna do a whole comic book about this character. And then this is Alexa. Hey, gorgeous. And her little friend. And then this is the bad guy, of course. They were once brothers. That's why they share the same helmet. You guys can see. So yeah, all of these are wearables. I want you guys to see. All of these are wearables. And you can make use of different wearables as long as they're in your wallet. I'll show you in a second what I mean. So just let me running through some of these. And the funny thing is, like these some of these are actually available for sale. Like these guys are available for sale. This Goodness and Mercy Angel and Demon set is all this stuff's available for sale. So I'm gonna show you guys in a second how I made most of these files, right? Some of these were gifted to me, like the hyena and the hat. This is my car. My car is actually a wearable, so I can wear it in the metaverse just like I wear any of these other clothes. And other people have made vehicles as well. This is a sort of stealth suit for my hero character. This was Bitcoin Pizza Day, when my entry into Bitcoin Pizza Day. I think we placed in that one. This is the ghost I got from Bikopi Pro, who is a professional illustrator from Brazil, and I went by their parcel, and they're really cool people. He doesn't speak English very well, but his wife, Clara, is bilingual, and she translates, and she's really cool too. And so this was the forgive the the flagrancy, but this was how I felt about starting the year off. I made that in January, and that was my kiss off to last year, which wasn't necessarily the best year. So this is Alexa 2.0, I guess you could kind of say. We've kind of upgraded her. Still kind of the athletic wear, but and so yeah. Sometimes it's fun to just travel through Esmeralda. Sometimes it's fun to just travel through some of the looks that you've managed to create. And I can wear all of these inside of the metaverse. I made this for Metadate, where I took someone on a Metadate, and I made a special wearable suit for it. I just finished these Thanks wearables too, and so if anybody's interested in those. But I bought this from Yumika, the swimsuit and the shoes are from Hideki. They're two of my favorite designers in this space, both from Japan actually. And I love these shoes. They're so metaverse. And by metaverse, I mean that like they defy gravity. You see how their particles, the particles are free flowing. I just love that, man. It's so cool to me. And then the big H on the side with the little H. Come on, man. Come on, man. I love these shoes. You're gonna see how much I love these shoes. If you stick around and when I switch back from the, or actually, if you just go outside, if you just go outside to the front of my building, you can see how much I love these shoes. I got this helmet. I bought the helmet, but this Black Fist T-shirt is mine, and these camo shorts were gifted to me too, as well as this kimono. These are all wearables. This is actually one of my favorite builds as well. This is Alexa 3.0, and she's got the BBL. Some of my friends are fond of saying, but you can see what your legs look like normally on most of your avatars. So it's nice to be able to look the way you want to look in the metaverse, right? So this is I actually have this for sale. So if people are interested in that outfit, they can let me know. If they want to walk around the metaverse they can definitely let me know. And this is really cool. So Null Sect did this hat, this face custom for me, and he took his design but switched up the mask so that it would have a skull with a halo on it, and you can see that it says Lex on the brim. It's so cool. I love it, man. I'm so excited. I got a mint. Okay, we'll do that as part of the demonstration. In fact, we can do that right now. If you guys would womp for me, class, because we're going to be going over minting too, so I'm just going to take my time today. So this is the crypto closet, you guys. And what happens when you first come into the metaverse, this is what you look like. Hold on. You look like this poor unfortunate soul. So bland. So blech. It comes in looking like a wooden mannequin without even having the wood grain. And do I help them? Yes, I do. Thank you, Forte. I love you. I got some backup. Y'all. I got Forte. Forte's my backup. So cool. This is what that you come in looking like this, and then they have the nerve to put anonymous over your head too, and yeah, your costume number, whatever, 70,487, or you could be Nolex or Voltron with the double L, or you could be all any of these things. You could be whatever you want in the metaverse. That's the whole point. You guys. You can be whatever you want. You could be a floating car, or you could be, a ghoul in love. Instead of a fool in love, it's a ghoul in love. I gotta write this stuff down when I come up with it. Yeah, and this ghoul is in love with money, or fiat, or hood grim reaper. You can be whatever you want. You can absolutely be whatever you want. And this is my pet dog dressing up as me, trying to pass himself off as me. So yeah, you can create a whole cast and ensemble of heroes and villains, and tell your own story, and build your own wigs and skin. I don't say skin color. Let's say flavors, skin flavor, and sell, so you can sell these things. These collectibles, you guys, exist here, in my little collectible list. I wish they had a way to actually broaden this for you. That would be really, really cool. This, though, is my line. These are the things that I've been able to mint since I got my parcel. And so I have to mint Yeah, it's kind of cool, right? Aw. Thank you, Forte. You're dope. You're super dope. All right, so yeah, so I've been minting like crazy, you guys, and I got a mint null sex. Um, so what we'll do is we'll do NVLLSEKT null sect cat grid. Cat has tripped, and we all clipped. Okay. All right. So this is how you mint, you guys. Hopefully you guys can still see my screen. Can you guys still see my screen? I don't know if this stopped or what. It still has. I'm looking at testosterone, and it still shows me in the closet for some reason. We're out of the closet. Just kidding. Right now we're at the mint screen. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm at the minting screen. Hold on. Let me refresh real quick. I want to make sure you guys don't miss this, so that you guys know what happens when you get to the public submission. When you get to the public submissions, maybe Tyrone just needs to catch up. When you get to the public submissions, all right. Welcome in, welcome. Jigar, hey, what's up, bro? Or should I say uncle? Sweet. All right, I just want to make sure I'm caught up. Okay, cool. It is on the minting screen. Cool. I just wanted to make sure you guys didn't miss this, because I had so many questions about minting when I first got to this space. So, oh, why am I doing this the hard way? Hold on. I'm doing this the hard way. I've got my handy dandy endless stars. Where is? Alright, I guess I don't have it. Oh, it's in the back. I got some supplies, you guys. Hold on. I gotta make my life easier real quick. Bro, man, got him a brand new mouse pad. Y'all should have seen the trifling state of my last one. Whew. Oh, yes. Traction. Hey, Jagar, I don't know if you know, but that video on the side of the screen gives away my secret on how I'm able to emote. How I'm able to emote and move at the same time. That's my apology to the community for not delivering the party on time this Friday. So it's been postponed. So that's my apology. So I know you've been slightly curious from time to time about whether or not how I was able to do that. So the video's right there for you guys. Love y'all. Check it out. So yeah. So make sure when you type your name though and you're minting, it does not let you change after you hit submit. And if you don't own the parcel, you can't remove it from the queue. So you can't resubmit. So make sure that you name it what you want it named. Make sure you name it what you want it named. Look what the people said. The people they're trying to tell you right here. We've disabled updating names after upload. So make sure the name does not have a typo. Even put an exclamation mark. They're serious, people. All right. So the description is here. Grin is glitched, cat is tripped, and we all clipped. This is very important. They have this function that allows you to try on different wearables when they exist inside of the metaverse. So even people that have the wearable on if you can make it to where the wearable's on display in a store, for instance, Jagar has a wonderful store. We can go check it out after this. I'll show you guys an example of a store that works. That's really cool at Renaissance City. And so I know you got a couple of them, don't you? That's why we call him Uncle Jagar, y'all. So this category is important because this is going to dictate where it tends to end up when you're trying it on. So accessories, one thing, but headwear means that this thing will end up either on your head or floating above your head. So if you want it on your head, I would pick face wear. Okay, headwear is like a crown or a hat. You know, think along those terms. So I'm gonna click face wear because this is a mask. And then the author this is the wallet where it's going to. So if I wanted to make this or mint this for someone else, and I don't want it necessarily going to my wallet, I can mint it straight to someone else's wallet by changing the wallet address here in the author text field. Okay? Issues. This is not talking about mental health. This is talking about how many editions, how many copies of this do you want to exist in the digital world. I only want 8 because he made 8 for me. So I'm going to send him 8 because he made 8 for me, which makes this legendary. I think it makes it legendary rarity. The number of issues, just like, you want a spouse, you want them to have low amount of issues, that makes them rare. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't have my coffee, you guys. No. The more issues or editions or copies that are minted into the world, the less rare it is. Okay? So if you made it 1 of 1, that's as rare as it could get. There's only one that exists inside of this whole metaverse. But I want 8 issues, and I'm going to send this to myself for right now, and then I'm going to send them to him. So this .vox file. Now, everything we've learned in this class, typically, if you've come to the class before, we'll be going over it soon. This is the moment of truth, you guys. You have to make sure that your Vox file doesn't have any layers, only one layer. You have to make sure that the size of your stage for your Vox file is 32 by 32 by 32 or less, because otherwise it will be rejected. And they say generated by Magic of Voxel, not necessarily. But I would run it through Magic of Voxel. I run all mine through Magic of Voxel. That's where I paint them. Even if I sculpt them somewhere else, I run them through Magic of Voxel just to make sure. And we're gonna run you guys through Magic of Voxel so that you guys are professionals, at least with the essentials by the end of the class. Okay, but we're taking our time today as it's been a minute, and we want to make sure we get a nice class in and everybody understands what's going on. So you have to select a file from, your file for file. And we're going to do, oh boy. Well, then it must be, here it is. Minx no sec grin vox. Hit open. Sometimes it will display for you what the file is. Sometimes it won't. You have to assert that you have created or have the rights to this wearable. And the terms of service are right here. You can click on them. I've agreed to them. I've minted a lot. You guys can do your due diligence. Read the terms of service. Make sure you know what you're doing. Double check. Everything is the way you want it to be. Null sect. Let's not do that. Let's say glitch. Let's say times LL. There we go. Glitch. Let's make that capital. Glitch grin. There we go. That's much better. And we're going to submit, people, because we believe in ourselves. Submit. This is the only kind of submitting I want you guys to do. You guys slay. You don't submit. All right, so well, let me unless you want to. Unless that's your bag, baby. So what you're also gonna want to make sure is that your wallet, I use MetaMask again, is set to Polygon. If not, it'll be a button down here that says switch over to your Polygon network. If you guys don't have your Polygon network set up on your MetaMask, you need to do that. That's a YouTube video waiting for you. Your Uncle YouTube is waiting to show you how to do that. Okay? But for right now, we're going to hit refresh. And we're going to notice that our submission is right here. Our token number, right there. Our preview is not yet available. So we get this sexy V. But for right now, we can see that the description and the name. We do have the ability to change the description if we want to at this stage. We don't want to change. Yeah, we're good. And we're waiting for this to refresh. So, okay, it's taking its dear time. So what we're going to do is we're going to want to click on refresh GIF. It says okay, and it says, what does okay mean? You know, it says that it's generated the GIF, but then it says not okay. So not okay, wearable already in queue, position is 1 of 1. And we can't do anything until this thing refreshes, until we see this thing. Yeah, so it says if the frame above does not work, click here. We're going to click here. It says it's being generated. Oops. So we're going to close that. Come on. Come on. Alright, so we're still just waiting on this this GIF. We can't mint until the GIF. There we go. Alright, so that's now that the GIF has been generated. We have this crazy glitched looking, terrifying looking cat. Just the way homeboy liked it. So we're gonna hit mint. Now, depending on where it's at and where the market's at, you're going to want to make sure you determine what the gas fee is. Nobody told me this either. If the gas is high and you want to make sure the mint gets in, you're going to come set it to aggressive. But it's not really high right now, so I'm going to set it to market. And you see that people who mint actually do pay a little bit of Matic. So, you know, to mint is not free. So if people are letting you submit and paying for the mint for you, in these public submission forms, you want to make sure that you express your gratitude because they're actually paying for your inventory. And so right now we're just awaiting the wearable, and it looks like it's ready. The collectible is ready, and boom. So now what I can do is I can go back to not just the collectibles, but to the actual closet, right? And I'm going to show you guys, hopefully it's here. Vámonos. There we go. All right. So we're going to put our new wearable on our ugly costume, 70,000 such and such and yada yada. Boring as hell. We need to change that name. So, in fact, while that's loading, we're going to come down here and change this name. We're probably going to have to change it a couple times because this thing is picky. But we're going to change this to null. Oh, null sect times LL cat. Alright. Alright, so now once you click on this name, and it should be this little icon down here. You see this little arrow down here? That tells you that that's the wearables, or at least the costume that you're going to be editing. Even though this one's active, this is the one that you're editing. So I'm gonna give it a refresh, you guys, just because I'm feeling funky. And we'll come back down here to cat daddy, and go to our wearables. Vámonos. I don't have that many wearables, you guys. Come on. Voxels is being a little funky. So, well, it's times like these where I have to fall back on plan B. And plan B is me pointing out to you guys that at the back of the screen, at the back of the stage here, you can click on this little Discord icon right here. Looks like a pair of underpants, Mickey Mouse's underpants. I think that's supposed to be something's head. I'm sorry, Discord. But this is the Discord community. It's available to you, and I have a nice little video. This little broken link right here is supposed to look like a YouTube icon. I have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful resource available for you too. It's a video that shows you how to put on clothes. You can put on clothes and not be walking around the metaverse naked. Look at you, naked. Anonymous. Yeah, that's not what we want. We want you guys to change your names, change your skin color. You can make yourself your costume. Oh, okay. Oh no, Forte. All right, cool. Yeah, so you can put on clothes, and you can find that in the Discord. So hold on, let me jump here. So this is the Metaverse Builders Academy Discord. Right here you can see where it says voxels.com. That's pretty much all you guys are going to be able to see. I have right here where you guys are right now, 5 Snow Fox Lounge. Oh man, that looks dope. All right, so and you guys can totally see that whatever changes are happening with the parcel, or if you need a link or just some cool photos, here is the parcel and everything available with that. This is your primary channel though. The Voxels class channel is going to be your primary channel. So this is where you guys can come to get updates. I've got the updates coming from the Crypto Voxels server. I suggest that if you're serious about building, you join the Crypto Voxels or the Voxels server. Okay? Don't play around. Just come in here. If you have any problems, they have a really robust bugs and help section. BitPixie, Failure, Clooney, all of those guys are super, super helpful. And there's all kinds of official links. So join the Voxels server if you want. But we do get the updates pinned into your Voxels class channel. So it does more than just tell you who came into class. It gives you the updates and the announcements, see? So the new releases and everything that happens, right? So all the things that get fixed, they pop in here. So you guys should know. And then also we get the announcements. So if you guys want to check out the weekly dev, or I'll be posting into here sometimes from my Twitter. This is a really cool thread where they're talking about making this ice cream machine animate, and so based on a button trigger, so you can actually have it animate. Yeah, it's over my pay grade, you guys, but it's available here. All you gotta do is come into the Discord. We've got Masterpiece Theater here where we have all these updates on if you guys want to show off your different costumes and wearables. That's pretty cool. You guys can come in here and get the updated news. If you guys create spaces, and we're going to be talking about spaces maybe Friday. Let's leave spaces. No, I still got to do Jagar's store. But let me run through this Discord real quick. This is what I was talking to you guys about. Put on wearables. You can put on clothes. This is a video. You click on this and it'll show you how to put on your clothes. It'll show you how to change your mannequin skin color, because there's certain clothes, you can still see some of our mannequins still shining through, but we have different colors. So this is what I wanted to show you. And mint no parcel. This is your options for minting. This is Crypto Stella Bell. She has what was the first public submission form, and there are people that are creating Vox files and they submitted just like how I just minted that in front of you guys. That's the form you would be using, but you wouldn't be able to hit mint because she has to hit mint. But you'd be able to submit and then they'll go in the queue, and from time to time she'll clear out the queue. Same thing I think with BitPixie. BitPixie is also doing a is doing a public submission for you guys. So if you want to mint, you can go there. And if you need to, okay, sorry, let me. Okay, now you need to install Magical Voxels on your computer. This is a computer program, laptop, Macintosh, both of them. It can be a little glitchy, but the guy, I think it's one guy who makes it. So we're going to give him a break. If you guys get a chance, maybe you might want to tip him, send him a tip. But this is the channel that will walk you through everything you need to know about installing Magical Voxels. It's a free program. It lets you create a .vox file, which is what you need in order to submit your file for approval and for minting inside of the Voxels.com metaverse. Okay? And if you click on each one of these images, it'll blow up for you so you can see what we are talking about. This shows you which version we pick, shows you which version you should pick, and then here we've got a shader directory. We comb the internet, and this is for all of my pros, all of my metaverse builders. Okay, your academy has provided you with a zip file that you're going to download, and you're going to open it up, and you're going to replace your directory once you've installed Magical Voxels with this shader directory. So the shader directory that's in there, you're going to replace it with this one. Okay, and these are all a bunch of really cool shaders that will teach you how to use in the advanced class, but they're very, very helpful, very, very useful. Okay, so that's for you guys because we love yous. All right, and then if you guys ever need, if I ever say jump in the Discord and watch me stream, this is what I'm talking about, this Voxels Wearables channel right here. Okay, but we have graduated from that, baby. We in the big leagues. We out here parcel pimping. I'm trying to find a word for teach that starts with P. All right, so yeah, so that is the Discord, you guys. All right, so right now what we are finna do is we are finna jump in here. And so when you first come to Voxels, this is where you're gonna come. You're gonna hit, I should have probably did that slower, but when you first come to Voxels, you're gonna hit play, and then you're gonna show up right here. This is Origin City. This is the center. This is the heart of it all. That is Utter Malone's brilliant marketing scheme that he did. And you're gonna come in. You're gonna look like this poor soul. You're not gonna look, you know, snazzy and spiffy like me. You're gonna look like this poor soul. So what you're going to do? What was I saying? Oh, you're gonna want to get some wearables. Now, the way that you get wearables is you hit the X key, okay, and you can go to Renaissance. How you spell Renaissance? There it is. Renaissance City. To the Renaissance. All right, cool. And you'll pop into this amazing parcel, and we are headed over to find Uncle Jagar's. Oh, they got a jukebox. Dope. And so you would click on this and it'll play music for you because you can stream Twitch in here. Here it is. Crypto Castle. All right, so this is a dope store, the Third Dimension store. All of these items are for sale. And so what you do is you click on them, you left click, and you can actually try them on. This is why I say you want to get your categories right. You want to get your categories correct. Because when you try it on, it's supposed to go onto your foot. Now, if I was naked, I would try it on. In fact, I'm going to try it on. Hold on. Let's go to our newest. Let's do that one. All right. Aha! Okay. This is my invisible man skin, I guess. All right. So let's see if it works though. All right, cool. Try it on. Hey. All right. Can I try on another one? Nope, it won't let me. All right. Boom. All right. So you can see how you try it on and they go to the proper positions, right? I'm just anti naked man in the metaverse, so naked man, naked woman. I'm anti nakedness. Look at this dope robot. You see these dope robots? Yeah, that's Uncle Jagar for you. Yeah, my friends are dope and they do dope stuff. Look, you can come get you a dress. If you wear dresses as a female, or I think the pharaoh, a lady pharaoh helmet. You got sombrero right here. You got the brims, the fire. Yeah. And so you can try on different wearables. See? Oh, it won't let me. It won't let me. All right, so cool. So you guys see now. You guys hopefully get it. Is that it? And once you leave the area, though, I think once I leave the area, it'll all jump back. All right, yeah. So, all right. So I wanted to show you guys spaces real quick because this is something else that since this is an introduction to the metaverse, this is something that I kind of wanted people to kind of go over for me. Once you sign in and you see that your name here, I signed in with my Ethereum name service. You don't have to do that. Your .eth, you don't have to get that. You can just change it to whatever you want it to be. But some people like that, and I'm one of them. So you once you get that, they give you um, a bunch of really cool stuff. So let me see here. Let me go to my profile first. Hold on. So let's go to profile real quick. And all right, so what's really cool about this is the profile that you end up getting. You can change your social information right here. This is the link to my parcel. You can all your favorites are here. If you own any parcels, they'll show up here. All your collectibles are here on your profile, so you can run through all the collectibles that you've created in the order that you minted them. And then all the womps, so if you womped a bunch of places, you can, and we'll go over womps in a second, but you get all your womps. So all that's available on your profile page, right? You can go to a map, you can go to your buy parcels, the marketplace if you want to buy some of these wearables. So I'm gonna click on this. You can see that this is a running tally of all the things that have been minted. So since I minted this glitch version for you guys, this glitch cat, since I minted those, someone has minted all of these. DOS Pump has minted all of these. So, and you can see people are oh yeah. So this is some of my older stuff. Look at that. Look at that hat. Oh, that's so cool. These are my click me thanks, right click me signs. Look at some of this stuff, you guys. Wow. Wow. Look at this face. That face is interesting. Oh, this is the one that Null minted for me. Look at that. Trojan helmet. Yeah, how cool is that? Oh, look at it's Ope stuff. Style Star hot pants, and then yeah, my zoot suit. So this is the marketplace, and you can see there's all kinds of collections here. So all these collections, you can click on any one of these. For instance, Pattern Base. Pattern Base is a incredible designer in this space. I love her work. Love her work. Right? Look at those heels. Look at this suit. Rachel Rosen's blazer from Blade Runner. It's a legendary, which means there's only two. I don't even think it's for sale. Yeah, pattern base has one. So I don't even think this is even for sale. You might be able to make an offer on it. Um, but yeah, so you can click on a collection and come in here and see she has a bunch of stuff from Blade Runner. She has this piranha plant. That's cool. Yeah, a whole bunch of shoes, jewelry. Look at these, really really cool. Look at this cool outfit, woven crop top. Um, these look like Doc knockoffs. Is that an Elvis? Yeah, it's Elvis. Sweet. All right, so these are all wearables that have been created. You can click on one and go buy it on OpenSea. This collection's been discontinued, it looks like. So you might want to grab one of those while it's still available. And these are different collections where you can actually add. You know, once you actually buy a parcel, you gotta buy a parcel to make a collection. But yeah, and so mine's there too. And so let's see. So buy parcels and then marketplace. So something else that happens if you don't have a parcel, you don't have any wearables, you do have spaces. Now spaces, they give you 420 of these free spaces. Okay, you guys can take advantage of this. You can actually learn how to build. We have a class. I actually got a schedule. It's been a little off kilter lately, but we got to schedule our Voxels tool set class where I show you guys how to use all the different tools to create these different spaces. But these are just some of the spaces that I've created. I'm gonna walk you through a couple of them right now. But you can, it's very easy to create. Over here it says create space. You give it a name. You create the dimensions that you want. Even if you go all the way up to 32, it doesn't matter. They're going to knock you down to 24 because 24 by 24 by 24 is all they give you. What's up, Aeon? I see you in the class. What's up, homie? Aeon was dancing they butt off over at Maison de Rashad, which was a really cool vibe that we were able to do, you guys. So if you guys could womp for me, womp the class again. I think I see you guys have been womping it. Hold on. Yeah, if you got, there we go. Cool. Thanks, Jagar. Jagar womped it last. Let's see. Hi. All right, cool. And let's see. So yeah, so you can see that all these different spaces. I've created a whole bunch of different spaces, and we're gonna walk through a couple of them now. This was a build that I created. It's 24 by 24 by 24. This one actually won me. It was a submission for the Lantern Project, which was a thrice juried Chinese metaverse contest, builders contest. And all the builder, it was actually teams of builders. I think you could have a team of builders, 2 or 3, and then they wanted you to submit according to different criteria. And the criteria for this category submission that I chose was that it had to, in the year 2024, I think they said, 2026, I'm sorry. But in the year 2026, they said 24% of the population will exist in the metaverse full time, which means, you know, all the meetings they take, their work, their education, their socialization, all of it takes place in the metaverse. That's a quarter of the people on the planet. That's how big the metaverse is going to be. And so they wanted to see what metaverse designers and builders and architects could come up with to create a domicile that could reflect the fact that someone spends so much time there. And so I actually placed in the top 10. This is my certification of completion and of being a top 10 finalist, which means that I actually was moneyed. And it was thrice juried, like I said, because the first level or round of jury was the Chinese architectural firms and the ones that sponsored the contest. The second layer of jury was the Chinese architectural students, so people that are studying architecture. and they looked at all the submissions. I think I was one of 26 submissions, and there was top 10 finalists, and then there was 5 categorical wins, and the prize pool was 25,000 USDT. So it was a pretty big deal. I think they're gonna do one next year as well. But you can see down at the bottom all of the different sponsors for the project, and yeah. So I'll show you guys just real quick. This is the downstairs area. You can see we have a screen, and people could come in here and they can sit down. So you would actually come here, you would hit G, and then you would sit down. And the beautiful thing about these kind of spaces is you could use this to create content. You know, this is the metaverse, so people could actually join me in here. Anyone that has the link. In fact, the link is at the top of the page in the Clubhouse. Oof, Clubhouse. Hold on a second. I haven't checked Clubhouse. So it's not it's not as bad as I thought. Clubhouse is not as bad as I thought. So yeah. So you could actually come in here and create content. I want to create like a mini game now that they have some functionality. I want to create a mini game where we actually click on the plates and you end up eating. So you could actually come in here and sit down to a plate and actually eat the food with someone. I think that would be kind of cool. And there's all kinds of little mini games and stuff that people play. And usually when people sit down at the table, I like to actually serve them food. So even though they might sit down at a plate, I'll put a piece of pizza there, or I'll slide them a drink or something. And what's interesting is the immersion. It's interesting. The immersion is interesting. Let's put it that way. So another hot tip for you guys. If you guys are in the middle of dancing or sitting or doing something and you want to stop, all you can do is hit C to go to first person view, and then hit C again, and you'll notice that you're standing now. So even if I was wiping in my forehead or whatever, or waving or saying what's up, dancing, if I wanted to stop, or I was waving at a friend and I wanted to stop doing that, I could just double tap C and I'll be good. You see? And so yeah, I just wanted to run through the Hanshin real quick. Haven't done this in a while. And so you guys can see, this is it's a Hanshin because it's shaped like a human hand. It's a mansion shaped like a human hand. So each one of those like corridors is a different finger that would lead to a different place, right? And there's of course bedroom and news. And there's music. I can click on that and play some music, but that would demonetize my video instantly. That's my mom, my mom right here on the right, and then my auntie on the left. And yeah, so this is the Hanshin. And so you can see it's shaped like a hand. There we go. Alright, so you guys can see it's shaped like a hand. See how there's a, let me get rid of this. Alright, see how there's a thumb and 4 fingers? Right. And there's even a pool up here. So you come chill in the hot tub. Alright, so there you go. So that's the Hanshin. There you go. You guys can see that. Yeah, this is the parcel page. This is not the Hanshin. This is Hero. Alright, so we have a couple more. I'm just going to run through real quick. So this is my faux lair. I was telling you guys earlier how I had this saga I was thinking about doing a comic book for. This is the bad guy's lair. So when you first pop in here, right? Yeah, when you first pop in here, you can see Now this build is primarily built with textured cubes. So this build has a different look, and you wouldn't be able to light this build the way you want to, but you can create kind of the look that you're going after. That's the bad guy. That's the bad guy. It's weird science over there. Let's see. Yeah. So you guys see, you can create all of this stuff is in a space, which means that all this stuff is available. You guys can do this just like I'm doing it, right? Right, all right. So you guys can see. Yeah. So this is just sort of a portfolio to show people what I can do. Look at the giant robot. Now, this was cool before I actually minted minted all of these parts. So now I can wear them. So you guys have already seen them, but this was kind of cool back in the day before we had a parcel, right? Yeah, and so this was before I found out that guest books don't work in spaces. So yeah, so this is the faux layer, and then of course you have the counterpart, which is the hero layer. Yeah. Ah, I'm naked. Me no like. Me no like. All right. There we go. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Oh no. Hopefully it doesn't demonetize me. Alright, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, that's cool. Alright. So you can see I got like all the wires and stuff leading to nowhere, and TV screens that ain't even on, chairs you can sit in. And this was the this was the Lexmobile. There we go. This is a Lexmobile you could actually get in back when it was a tank. Alright, yeah. Uh-oh. There we go. back when it was a tank. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so you can create all this stuff in these spaces for free, just like I did. That's cool. We won't go through any of the other ones. We will now run into our magic of voxels. So hopefully by now you guys have had a chance to install magic of voxels on your computer, and I'm going to switch over to that, and I'll be right back. Alright, cool. You guys can see now this is an example of magic of voxels. This is the stage. Typically what I like to do is turn on my grids and my frame, which are these two buttons down here at the bottom. Okay? And then that gives you a much better view, in my opinion, of where the voxels can go, where they can be placed. Gives you a better idea also that you're in edit mode. Now, This is an example of a wearable that I have already generated, already created. And again, when you first come into your wearables and you're creating for the first time, you want to make sure, I'm going to show you in a second how to do this, but you want to make sure you place a marker or something that shows you where the front of the screen is. Because when you start spinning around and all this stuff, you might forget where the front is. And you need to know where the front is, because that's how your wearables are going to look when people try them on. Remember when I tried on some of the Pharaoh stuff from Uncle Jagar's store? That's you know, you don't want to have people trying on your helmet backwards, not being able to switch it, not being able to see how it looks on them. Okay? So you really want to make sure that you pay attention. All right. So I just suggest putting down a little marker, and I'll show you guys how to add a voxel to the stage in just a second. But let me go over some of the essentials of this application. So once you've installed the application, you'll notice. Let me go to new. Let me go to new, like you guys will have it new. So I'll go to new, and we're gonna say no. All right. We go to new file. This is what you're gonna see. You're not even gonna see this. This is what you're gonna see. It's gonna look weird to you because you don't know that your stage is just filled with voxels. So what you want to do is you want to come down here to display frame, display grids, turn that on so you can actually see what's going on. You'll see that we have 4 subdivisions of 10 voxel cubes. And we know that because our stage is 40 by 40 by 40. So the first thing before you do anything, I want you to change this to 32. Instantly, immediately, okay? You'll notice that it's 32 because you have 3 subdivisions of 10 voxels, and then 2. You see these 2 right here, right? All right, so you know that that's right. So before you do anything else, I want you to hit Control A to select all the voxels on the stage, and then I want to hit the delete key. So now we have an empty stage, okay? We have an empty stage. This is what you want. Now, I'm not going to change the screen around until I've placed my voxel, so I know where the front of my stage is, okay? And I know how to do it, so I'm just gonna do it. But I'm finna show you guys right now. Just wait, just trust me. Finna show you guys how to do that right now. First thing we're gonna go over is the most important part of this application. Most important part of this application is this little hint hotkey area down here. You see how it says hint hotkey? This is going to help you so much because it's going to teach you how to use hotkeys. Why do we need hotkeys, Shifu Lex? We need hotkeys because we're professionals. And you know a professional, you know someone's a professional when they use their hotkeys. Think about it. The people that make the app go to the trouble of assigning functionality to individual macros and hotkeys that are available to you at the press or the click, right? And that's because they thought this functionality was important or at least routine. So we want to make sure that we use hotkeys because we are professionals. All right. So this hint hotkey section right here is vital for you guys. Vital. Okay. So now that we know that, the second most important part of this application is your file menu. This is your file menu right here in the top right corner. Okay. These icons represent your file menu. What do you mean by your file menu? You mean your undo and your redo. And you can see what the hotkeys are by looking down here at the hotkey section. Most important section of the app. Okay? Alright. So, undo is Control Z. Redo is Control Y or Control Shift Z. Right? Then you've got your open project, your save project. This is going to turn red whenever you have changes that have not been saved. So when you see the red floppy disk, it looks like a car door. All right, you're going to make sure you click on save. Okay, so if I click save, it's going to open up the dialog menu. Ta 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 ta, and we're going to say test, and we're going to say send you to the desktop. Okay, now you see that now that I've saved it, it's nice and tame like the rest of these icons. This is your save project as. I cannot stress how important it is to press this button because you want to save your project as, and then this lets you name your project and save it other than what it is right now. So if I want to save a version 2 or version 3 or make a new version completely, I can do all of these things. What's up, Donovan? Nice to have you. Cool. So you save project as, this is your new project, this is your duplicate project, and then your remove project to the trash. Real simple. Okay, so the way that we introduce, you guys really don't need your project window, so I'm just going to double click on that so you can get rid of that. We're not really going to go over the edit either for the most part, so we can click on that. This is just the bare bones basics for you guys. What I want you guys to do, okay? What I want you guys to do is I want you to come over here to your brush menu, okay? Now, you got 3 and maybe 4 brushes we're gonna go over tonight because it's already 8:43. Good night. Well, we had a good class today, so I'm not even mad. All right, so first brush we're gonna teach you guys is the box mode brush. You'll notice at the bottom in the hotkey menu that the B key is the key that you press for the hotkey for the box mode brush. And you'll notice that when I mouse over my screen, I have this sort of indicator, this sort of marquee, this indicator cursor, whatever you want to call it, right? This tells me where I can place my voxel. I can place my voxel anywhere on the geometry that exists, and the walls are considered to exist. The ceiling is considered to exist, right? And this is why I said put a marking here, because you'll get twisted around and not know where the front of your stage is. Okay? All right, cool. So what you want to do is click one of these colors over here, and these are not really colors, these are color wells. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you twirl up this little section down here that says color, this gave me conniptions because I didn't know how to change these whack colors into something I could actually use. And I was really upset for a while until I saw that there was a twirl down that says color. It gives you your hue, your saturation, and your value sliders. And it also gives you your RGB values, so you can do a lot. You can actually change these colors. These are not colors, they're color wells. And you know that because when I mouse over them, you can see right here in this bar, this console, you'll see that the color well index number changes. That'll be useful in our advanced class when we teach you guys how to use these different colors in conjunction with shaders. But for right now, you guys are brand new grasshoppers, so you don't get all of that. Yeah, come back. All right, cool. Also, you guys subscribe on YouTube. Please help me. I'm at 51, I think. So subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's how you guys help me out if you want to. Thank you. All right, so pick a red voxel or something like that. Pick a red color. Hit B for box mode, and then click on this attach, and place your voxel down there. Okay, that's what I want you guys to do. All right. Now, I'm going to explain to you this brush palette. I call this a cascading menu palette. Why? Because when you make changes to higher up in the cascade, it changes the options that are available to you lower or further down in the menu. Okay? So you'll see when I clicked on different brushes, I get different options further down the menu. Cascading menu. Okay? But what you're interested in is that this is selected, the box mode brush is selected, and the attach function is selected. Because that's basically what you do. In order to create a wearable, you're going to attach voxels to the stage, you're going to erase them from the stage, or you're going to paint them a different color. That's it. Really, that's it. Everything else is more advanced techniques and all that kind of stuff, but for the most part, you're going to be placing and attaching voxels, and you're going to be removing, erasing, or painting them. Okay? Really, really simple. So we're going to blaze through this. All right? Anywhere that your cursor lands, you can place a voxel. Okay? You place a voxel by left clicking. You can left click to place a voxel individually, or you can drag to create a one layer voxel high, or depending on where you end up with where your cursor, your indicator ends up, what other geometry or surface it ends up, you can create a box. It's really only going to make sense once you get in there and do it. All right. Again, I'm breaking my rule, you guys. I'm being a bad Shifu because I'm not using my hotkeys. A to translate around. A and D to translate around your screen, okay? On the y-axis, okay? W to push in, S to push out or to pull out, right? And then Q and E will rotate on the x-axis, okay? So we know we're at the front of my screen because my indicator's right here, right? So you can pick different colors and come in here and create layers, one layer at a time, depending on where so if you start down here and you're on one layer, but then you start going up this wall, then it knows, oh, okay, depending on where that cursor ends up, it knows how to make the box. And you're really just gonna have to experience this, you guys. So you're gonna have to download the program, get in here and experience it for yourself, play around with it. It makes sense though. So if I drag on top or I start on top of a higher geometry and come down, I'm going to get a higher box, or I'm get, I started on 4 or 5, 6 layers tall, so I'm going to get a box that's 6 layers tall, okay? And that's how that works. A and D to translate around the stage, okay? Now, if I wanted to remove those voxels, I go to erase, I click on the erase function, and I can start, erasing. I can click to erase, right? Individuals. Or I can drag and erase, just like I was drawing a box before. I can erase by drawing a box again. You see? That's how that works. And if I want to paint it, I come in here, pick a different color, and I create my box. But this time I don't remove any geometry. All I'm doing is painting the surface of the geometry that's there. I'm painting the voxels that are there. What is a voxel, Shifu Lex? A voxel is a 3D pixel. So if we were just painting on this back wall, this could be Photoshop, right? I'm just laying down pixels. A voxel is a 3D pixel. That's all you gotta do. All right, cool. Okay, so that's how you attach, erase, and paint. Now, it's got to be hotkeys for the attach and the erase function, right? If you mouse over, you can see that the T key lets you go into attach mode. The R key will let you go into erase mode, and the G key will let you go into paint mode. And you can see on your keyboard, TRG or RTG are right there. You can see how quickly I can click on those and boo boo, boom, bow, bow, right? Really simple, really easy, payal. So you can pick a different color, you hit G, and you can paint, and boom. If I wanted to add more voxels with that color, I could just hit T, and I'm in attach mode. If I wanted to delete that because I didn't like that last layer, I just hit R, and I go back into erase mode, right? Why? Because we are professionals. Professionals use their hotkeys. Don't let me not catching you using your hotkeys. Or you're going to have to do 2-finger push-ups with a bowl of hot rice on your head. All right. Cool. My Shaolin friends know what I'm talking about. Or squats. Squats with bowls of hot sake on your knees. All right. So, Forte's got me. Forte's got me, man. I'm good. As long as Forte's here, I'm good. All right. So yeah, T and R will get you erase and attach mode. G will get you into paint mode. But say you're in attach mode and you are creating some geometry. You zoomed in, you're honed in, you're zoomed in, bow. You don't want to have to go hit R and look on your key to know where R is, right? Just to switch modes real quick. Nah, we are professionals, right? And professionals use their modifier key. And the modifier key for modes, the attach mode, and switching between or modifying between attach mode and erase mode is shift. So if I hold down shift, even though you can see I'm in attach mode, hold down shift and I am erasing. Like they trying to do American history books. See? Full on erase mode. Bam, bam, bam. Pow. Shots fired. All right. See how that works? Now when I let go though, I let go of shift, I'm back to attaching. See? Hold down shift, I am erasing. Pow, pow, pow. That's how that works. Now, there's got to be a modifier key for selecting colors that already exist on the stage. Right, Shifu? Yes. If I hold down the Alt key, for you guys, I guess it would be Option and Command. You guys got to figure that one out. I don't have Magical Voxels on my Mac yet. I'll have to put it on there. Now that I got my Mac working. But if you, oh, that's still in attach mode. So Control Z to undo, hit G to go into paint mode. And if I hold down Alt and click, I can select colors right from the stage. See how that works? You select colors right from the stage. You can paint with the colors that are available. Otherwise, you got to take your narrow behind over here to your palette and pick your colors. Now, there's another thing about palettes we didn't go over. Sorry. There are 4 different palettes to choose from. As you switch palettes, you will switch colors. Why? Because these are not colors. These are color wells. They're addresses. They're indexes. Okay? So as we switch color palettes, you'll see that the colors switch as well. Right? So neutral gray is a really good place to come. If you're starting from scratch, you can create your own colors here. Right? Or if you want to do this one with the gradients, you can really come in here. And if you don't change the value, just change the saturation and the color, you could really, you know where your colors are and your saturations are. You can create a nice gradient because the value's already been set for you. So I've been playing around with this myself. So you see how now this is a nice gradient. And the value's already been set, so depending on how much you want to do, you can come in here and create a whole line of purple or green or yellow. That's a gradient that you need. Okay, does that make sense, you guys? Hopefully, you guys can get some alpha out of that. All right, cool. I'm gonna switch back to this. All right, cool. What's that, yo, folk? Oh, that's that's Ben Nolan's thing, blog. Yeah. All right, cool. So so you attach, erase, and paint. That's the box mode brush tool. The face mode brush tool lets you extrude or lets you, if you see down here, watch this when I have mouse over this, I can get to it by clicking the F button. And they say if I drag, I can extrude. So I'm gonna pick a color over here. Okay, let's pick a color. All right, and we're gonna hit T for attach mode, and I'm gonna click on some empty geometry, or let me just, yeah, any geometry that I click on that is congruent is going to be filled. Let me say that again. Any geometry that I click on that is congruent is going to be filled. All of these blue. And it's based on where you put your cursor, your indicator. Okay, so my indicator can be on this side of the face, right? The front side of the face, the top. This would be the top, right? This would be the right side, and then of course this would be the. I can't see the left, so now I can kind of see the left. So now there's the left, right? And then I can't introduce anything underneath because there's no room, right? Since that's on the floor. Okay, so. Depending on what side I click on. If I click on the top and I've got this color selected and I've got attach, it's going to attach one layer of voxels on top of all of the congruent voxels. Boom. See? See how that purple now? Uh-oh. Sorry, Shifu Lex is not using his hotkeys, y'all. Bad. Alright. So WASD, Q and E. You can see that now I've introduced that purple one layer tall on top of that shape. Okay, I'm gonna do it again with a different color. This nice puke green. We're gonna click on top, and you see now I've added another layer on top based on the shape that was created. If I do it on top of this orange, same thing. If I do it on top of this orange, same thing. Do it on top of this blue. Even though all of these blues have the same color, this is the only congruent shape because it stops after these 4 voxels. Same thing with this one. Well, this one and this one are tall enough. So you see how I created this shape? Now, that's just me clicking. If I click on an empty area, what do you expect to happen? The whole thing gets filled. Let me Control Z. Or no, let me not Control Z. I'm going to click, then I'm going to Shift click to erase. Because I'm in attach mode, Shift is my modifier. So if I drag, if I click and drag, you'll see I can extrude all the way up to the top of the stage. Right? And whatever's congruent. So if I alt click on this yellow and I drag, you can see I drag across the whole stage. And whatever is congruent. You see how I picked it up? It picked it up because now all of a sudden when I stop here, this is one congruent shape. If I keep dragging, I'm dragging that congruent shape. Right? But it didn't pick up that back part because, hold on. Now I want you to see that. It didn't pick up that back part because this, that's a good question. Why didn't it pick up that back part? Oh. Okay, if I stop and then I drag, I can pick it up. Okay, right. So the only congruent shape right here is this one. So it'll just keep dragging. But if I stop right there and I drag, I can pick it up because it becomes a congruent shape. Cool? Copacetic? Everybody got it? Anybody hectic? We good? Alright. So if I shift click, layer by layer, I get rid of it. It's no longer there. Bow, bow, bow. Bing, bing. Okay. That's the face mode brush. We're doing this kind of fast tonight, you guys, because we spent so much time on the introduction at the beginning. Which I'm not mad. I'm not mad about. But 2 hours is usually what we try to shoot for in terms of the max. We try not to let it go over 2 hours too much, but it's gonna go over 2 hours today. All right, so now we are using our voxel mode brush. Our voxel mode brush is like the pen tool. Okay, you can change the size of your brush. Okay. You'll notice that when I click on this or when I hover over it in my hotkey section, the most important part of the app, it says voxel mode V key. So if I want the voxel mode brush, I hit the V key. And I can resize by hitting my plus or my minus key or by holding down Control Alt and dragging. So that's a lot. It's a lot. But we built for this because we're professionals, right? All right, so let's get us a nice rojo. Nice red color. Bam. All right. And what we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to get a nice view of this. We'll zoom in a little bit. Now, if you click your mouse button, you can actually translate your stage on the screen a little bit so you can position a little bit better. All right. Oh, something else. Orthodox. The orthodox view or orthogonal. Sorry, orthogonal view takes away perspective. So you're looking at it like it's like you could really line it up. So here you'll notice that. Oh, also these camera views, this perspective, right? You see how it goes back into the distance. This is orthogonal, so you can actually view it from straight on. Okay. Isometric, you can use that too. I like to use this show camera ruler as well because you can actually rotate it based on a number. You can know that you're straight on by just using the numbers here. So you can drag this whole area and move it. So if you're using an orthogonal view, you can this definitely helps. Okay. But for right now, we're still using perspective. All right, cool. So we're in voxel mode brush right now. Our voxel brush size is only size 1. We're going to go to attach. We have the red, and you'll see it just puts one voxel down at a time. No big deal. If I drag, I can drag and draw, right? If I drag on one surface, you'll notice it stays on that surface. I'm going to hit Control Z to undo that, okay? But if I start dragging on different surfaces, or let's say I'm trying to draw like a diagonal line, right? That somewhat looks like a diagonal line, but you'll notice how when I start translating, look what I drew. It's because you can only see certain, your indicator can only lay down voxels on areas you can see. And instead of it being a diagonal line like we were thinking, it moved to all the geometry, filled it up, and then laid on top of whatever geometry it could. So you pay attention to that too as well. Now, in attach mode, you'll notice that when I start hitting plus and minus keys, hold on. Let's come down here to the voxel, 2D. Let's go to the square and 2D. And you'll notice that when I start, let me go to the side view. When I start hitting my plus key, I get a bigger and bigger brush. I can actually paint with this brush. You see? So we're going to minus, and you'll see I can actually paint with this brush to kind of create like circular shapes almost. And if I hold down shift, I can erase with the brush. Right? So yeah, not quite so circular, but you can see what you know I'm painting with this one layer tall square. Okay, if I change the circle, you'll see how it turns to a circle. The more, and in fact, the bigger I make the brush, the more circular I get. So I can actually use the circle to try to create round shapes, for instance. See. So if I'm laying down geometry like this, right? You can see I'm layering it up, right? You can't actually paint, or you can't put voxels in midair. You can leave them in midair, but you can't hang them in midair. They have to be on some geometry. See how I can actually paint on this side of it if I want to, and start painting like that if I want to, because I'm on the front. My red is facing front. Let me get a better color. All right. So you see how my red indicator's on the front now versus on the side. This would be the front. This would be the side. See? And so depending on where you start painting, I'm dragging, but it's only letting me paint on certain faces because I started off on that face, right? If I hit minus, I can paint with smaller. And so that you can see that's how you can get some rounder shapes, right? Okay, so that's how the 2D square and circle go. If I do a 3D square, right, the square and the 3D, and I hit T to see what shape I'm painting with, you'll see that I'm actually painting with a cube now. So I'm actually introducing a lot of geometry here, and if I hold down shape, my shift modifier, I can get rid of some of that garbage. Alright, you see? You can erase with it too. So I'm painting with a cube, plus and minus, or Control Alt drag. Lets me change the size of my brush, right? Now, if I go to my circle with 3D, I get this little funky plus. No, that's just because it's only so large. The larger you make your brush, the more you'll see that I'm painting with an actual sphere. And depending on where I put my cursor, that's where I get my sphere the most. If I put my cursor on the floor, I get half a sphere. Or put it on the wall, I get half a sphere. Right? If I put it in this corner, I don't even get that. I get a quarter. Right? See how that works? Now, like I said, you can't hang voxels in midair, but you can leave them hanging there by painting them on a surface and then deleting their understructure, right? So if I go smaller, you'll see how I could actually get rid of all of this. And this is why you don't want to use your mouse to like move it around with your mouse, like right clicking. Right clicking will move your stage. You don't want to do that because you're already using your right clicking for the rest of this dumb program. Alright, so if I get my box mode, oh, I did it again. I can erase by drawing a box. And now you'll notice that this little green thing is hanging in midair, right? See how it's hanging in midair? It's hanging in midair, but I didn't paint it there. I hung it there by erasing its understructure. All right? That's pretty much the basics, you guys. There's a lot more functionality because this is a whole program. Oh, one other thing. If you find yourself in the world mode view, okay? You'll know you're in the world mode view because this little white arrow will be facing up. If you find yourself in this space, these are the Shadowland symbol. You must never go there. Not yet. We haven't taught you guys what this is all about. If you guys learn how to use this, that's fine. It's very powerful functionality that you can use to make advanced sculpts. But for right now, if you see these numbers over here, run! Run! You're not safe. Because if you end up adding more than one layer, you will not be able to submit your file to Voxels in order to get it minted. And I'm going to tell you something. If there's a problem with it, it won't accept it as a submission. Okay? So, and it might not tell you why it's not accepting it. So it might tell you multiple modes or whatever, and that means that you have multiple layers. So the way you get out of here is you make sure you have something selected, all right? And then you hit tab. And so you hit tab and you'll be back here in this mode, and if you have your frames and your guides on, you'll be able to make sure that you know that because you'll see these individual places for voxels, okay? Or you can just hit this arrow. So make sure it's 32 by 32 by 32. Make sure you're in the actual voxels editing mode. I guess it's called model mode versus world mode. And then whatever you create in here will be your wearable. Okay? So here, I'll give you an example. Let's see. So this is an example. All right, so you can see I saved this with my puppy facing the wrong way. So when I minted it, my puppy was facing the wrong way. When you see how when I opened it, I'm facing the front. The front is facing me. So this is the front of the puppy right now. And so I'd actually have to change it so that it's facing like this, but this, facing this way. Okay? And we'll go over that on Friday at 5. 5 we'll do advanced magical voxel training. We'll go into more depth. We'll go into some of the other tools that'll help you create something like this. Beautiful little Shiba. This is a Shiba doodle. It's like a dog-cat hybrid, I guess. It's an abomination is what it is. Alright, so, and that, you guys, is the end of this wearables class. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to look at the back of the class. Hold on. Look at the back of the classroom. We are here. Yeah, here we go. So if you guys click on the back of the classroom up here, this broken link will take you to my YouTube. Please click on my YouTube, you guys, and subscribe. I got to get 1,000 subscribers before I can start monetizing this content. And that's the only way that we're actually making money. That and whatever gifts you guys send through Stripe and Clubhouse and yada yada. So that and wearables. If you guys want some wearables, you can grab some wearables. Yeah. And then also this link, this video on the side shows you the secret to, in fact, I almost want to switch it up on you guys. Shows you how to do this. So if you want to know how to do that, you can watch that video for as long as I keep it up. And then I'm probably going to take it down real soon here. When I switch back to the nightclub. When I switch back to the nightclub, I think I put it up top, but maybe not. I don't know if I saved that snapshot. So, but I'm going to actually get something to drink and rest my voice for a little while. I've been talking for what seems to be almost 2.5 hours. So everybody in Clubhouse, thank you so much. You guys rock. Everybody that showed up here at the parcel, you guys definitely rock. Thank you for sharing the parcel. Hold on, let me. It's got to make it grown and sexy in here. Hold on. Alexa, lights. Dim the lights and make it sexy in here for everybody again, please. Alexa. Alexa, lights. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Alexa. All right. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the class. I hope you guys learned something. Feel free to stop by the parcel anytime. Like I said, I'll be posting this secret to emote movement at the top of the parcel on the rooftop. Feel free to sit down, grab some grub, enjoy yourself. Make sure you sign the guest book, everyone, and we'll be handing out some free wearables for everybody. And please subscribe to the YouTube, okay? Definitely appreciate you guys. You guys rock. And with that, Lex is out of here.